So a couple of weeks ago at work, we're prepping to get the restaurant ready and everything, and one of my coworkers comes in kind of late, and I mean, like, I don't really question it because I'm always late myself. But they started to tell us the story about, their way to work, this like crazy reckless driver who was like swerving in and out of lanes, trying to catch up to them and like get a picture of him like on the way, like just dude was like bugging out. And then they told me that the car said Safe Habits Driving School on it, and I decided to do a little research and spread the word about this amazing organization. A quick Google search will tell you that this dude has 1.3 stars, I believe, off the top of my head. Um, as far as reviews, and a lot of the reviews generally say the same thing. Some stories even more ridiculous than the last. Here's one for start. This review says, I came straight here to read the reviews of this place after encountering this vehicle on the road. All I can say is, wow, I'm shocked this crazy driver is teaching anyone how to drive. This guy completely cut me off exiting 520 on Windsor Spring. There's a yield sign to merge right onto Windsor Spring, and this guy pulled up beside me in the left side median and almost hit me as he cut me off to merge directly in the same lane. It is one lane for a reason. He then proceeded to drive at a very high rate of speed down Windsor Spring, either tailgating every car or weaving in and out when he could, no blinkers, mind you. At stoplights, he was waving his arms out the window and yelling at other drivers. Unfortunately, this driver has no regard for other vehicles on the road. Complete case of road rage. But not only are these crazy and vivid stories open to the public, so are all of this guy's responses. And this dude's response was, I sincerely apologize for not being able to understand what point you're trying to make. Please provide the exact time of day and the make, model, and color of your vehicle. Do you have any video evidence to support your claims? I'll provide a more detailed response later. Thanks for acknowledging the fact that I didn't use any turn signals when you clearly saw me dominating the roadway. Crying, laughing emoji. This nigga's crazy. I use turn signals when I'm sleeping at night. Then Facebook link. Then he proceeds to say, please tell me if and when you hear a turn signal. Another laughing emoji. Also explain the speeding down Windsor Spring Road, those lanes change. Those lane changes, no turn signals, and tailgating. I'll be waiting to hear back from you. In the video, you can clearly see that you were not the driver in the van. Please elaborate how I almost hit vehicle. You lost me in the median. So this driver's ed dude is obviously a walking crash out. And I would assume that no one's really going to him to learn anything, at least not at this point. But to further get the point across, let's dive into the next review to see what the next person is talking about here. All right, so this one's even worse. It says, owner of the company driving super erratic on the interstate, weaving in and out and acting out in road rage. He tried to brake hard in front of another car and was waving his hands out of the window like a crazy person. When I called the company to let them know, he told me he was the owner that was driving and began screaming at me over the phone. He must have thought that I was the car he was following, but I was actually behind him, watching him go crazy and tailgate and harass the car in front of him. I forwarded his license plate info to the police. I would definitely think twice before taking lessons from his company. Sad that they're a Safe Habits company. I feel sorry for the people in the car who had to deal with his craziness. And naturally, he responds again. And this nigga proceeds to pop off. LOL! You're such a hypocrite. You gave yourself away when you referenced your reaction to having to slam your brakes suddenly after looking up from texting, hearing me tell you to stop, and seeing my rear lights flashing. I know that at highway speed that had to scare the hell out of you. Like a crazy person, he says mockingly, I'm assuming because there's a laughing emoji. By the way, waving hands have nothing to do with erratic driving. Is that what you told law enforcement? Another laughing emoji. This nigga's a sociopath. As I stated to you over the telephone, I don't know why you hyphenated that. I'm a much better driver than you are. Oops, I didn't stutter nor mince my words. You can't do that when you're typing. Secondly, it doesn't pay to text and drive. I showed you why. And thirdly, the waving of the hands was an urgent attempt to get slower moving drivers out of the left lane. Maybe you're just too dumb to understand that there's nothing unsafe or illegal about it. Yes, it does make our roads safer.
In regards to changing lanes quickly, yes, the purpose of such skill is to move around slower moving vehicles on the left, then move back over to the right lane so that traffic can freely flow. Thank God for a flawless, perfect driving record, and most importantly, for allowing me to develop life saving driving skills to prevent traffic accidents and fatalities. Quick question. What have you done and or accomplished in the field of driving or traffic control that gives you credibility / expertise on / over the subject matter that you're discussing? Yikes.
And lastly, just for shits and giggles, we're just gonna get one more in because I'm sure y'all are entertained by this.
Same driver of the vehicle posted below. Older black gentleman just pulled up next to me and flicked me off after riding my bumper, with both of us exceeding speed limited. The lane beside me was completely open, but I guess he wanted to get some frustration out. Seems like a school of fostering road rage. After reading the other reviews, I am projecting some novel-length narcissistic response on how amazing of a driver he is and how everyone else is wrong. He had to tell me how great of a driver he was before he sped off, so I guess getting a license is the life accomplishment he hangs his hat on. Bro cooked, I ain't gonna lie. And his quick, short, sweet response, I guess at least compared to the others, is LOL! Don't understand anything that you're saying. Please provide a more elaborate and detailed complaint. Don't come on social media complaining about a problem that you created. You're no victim. I showed you that I can do whatever you do better. There's a reason why we're the experts and do what we do. You don't have to like it. Hashtag real world driving skills. A hashtag is fucking insane. What the fuck?
But yeah, if you live on the border of Georgia and South Carolina, I guess watch out for the guy. Or not. Maybe the cops have gotten him already. We can hope. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video, I guess. But yeah, short little video. If this entertained or informed you, like the video, leave a comment, and hell, while you're at it, subscribe to your boy. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Outro. Two things I ain't ever seen. A nigga that beat a gun.